I had a 15-minute on-the-record phone call with President Trump this morning. Here's what you need to know. He said Iran was about 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb. He said they were planning to use it. Now, experts have said they were probably a year away. He said
Trump extorts the Gulf for more money. If you want the war to continue, $5 trillion. If you wanted to stop, $2.5 trillion. Omani journalist and international affairs researcher Salam Al-Jahouri on BBC Arabic confirms reports of U.S. pressure on Gulf Cooperation Council states to pay up either way. According to leaks, Al-Jahouri cites Trump is demanding GCC states pay $5 trillion to sustain the war, or $2.5 trillion as a fee for stopping it, framed as payment for what has been accomplished. I don't believe this. Seems unbelievable. I just don't think this is no. That seems. I mean, it's Trump. So who knows, right? It's Trump. But also at the same time, that seems even too much for Trump, right? Am I crazy? I feel like that's a bit much. Breaking. Washington Post confirms ground invasion planning underway. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. New U.S. officials say there is planning underway to potentially deploy thousands of troops from the 82nd Airborne Division to Iran, though no final decision has been made. That's crazy. Also, I got a new laptop because the old one was getting bricked because Google Chrome is an insane eater of RAM. And it bricked again. Pizza Index? Bro, what are you talking about? We've moved past the Pentagon Pizza Index. We are now at the how many crayon eaters are being deployed index. It's a totally new reality.
we could leave Iran right now.
Wait, what the fuck? That's crazy. Too much cum on the fap top? Oh, God damn it. 1 hour ago, he said we don't want a ceasefire. He's just saying shit at this point. Yeah. That's just how he does it, man. That's the goat talking. All right, I had to turn off the fucking stupid ass. I had to. Hold on. What is this? All right. I have to reopen all my bookmarks. Sorry, guys. I'm cooked. How do I do that? The 82nd just became Unit 8200. Your glasses are sick as fuck. Thank you. Looking at the Helium browser now. I love my nerd siblings in this chat. Shut up, bitch.
I had a
I'm going to keep using Chrome, even though it eats RAM. Crazy style. It's so crazy how much RAM it eats. It's a real RAM eater. Boy right now, what's he up to? Oh, stacks of solar panels and 30 tons of humanitarian aid heading for Cuba. My goat. He's on the water. Nah, he's not here yet. I don't even know if we're going to actually see him here, ironically enough, because they had a delay in their travel plans. Why do you hate your privacy and love Google? Just easy. You won't? Australia is a long sail? No, he's not. That's really funny. Yeah, he's sailing from Australia. No, I didn't take a boat. He's hold on. We're letting Iran sell oil. Cool. Yeah, of course we are. We can't stop them. What do you mean? We need them to make up for the loss. We need them to make up for. We need them to now stabilize the oil markets or the price of fucking crude, because we decided to blow them up, and it frustrated them to no end, and it caused them to literally take the unthinkable action, the ultimate action, and close the Strait of Hormuz for everybody but themselves, obviously. And yes, when that happened, someone needed to fucking keep sending tankers to the goddamn strait. All right, let's hear what he had to say. 15-minute on-the-record
phone call with President Trump this morning. Here's what you need to know. He said Iran was about 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb. He said they were planning to use it. Now, experts have said they were probably a year away. He said, we could leave Iran right now. We're ready to. But he said, given where things are, they would likely, the current regime, rebuild. It would take them 10 years, but that's not good enough. That's why we're still there. As it relates to Europe, our European allies, and NATO, the president had nothing good to say. He said it was always a one-way street with NATO. They've proven themselves to be a paper tiger. Without the United States, they're useless. He said Putin isn't afraid of them. No one should be. It would have been great if they would have shown their support. They've shown nothing. And he's not surprised, though. He said he doesn't need them. He's never had anything good to say about NATO. Now he has even less. As it relates to Ukraine, I asked about Ukraine giving us support with the war in Iran. He said they've done nothing. Anything Zelensky is saying is just for PR and publicity purposes. He doesn't see anything ending soon when it comes to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And I would say he even expressed more trust in Putin than he does Zelensky. I asked him.
There's a laser pointer? What the fuck? Yeah, you already pointed it at me. What the fuck is a laser pointer supposed to do? Why is there a laser pointer on that? All right. It's crazy that Zelensky it's crazy that Zelensky is just literally eating unlimited shit every day. He's like, this shit is delicious, Mr. President. And then he's like, and then the president's like, yeah, you keep eating that shit. You're going to eat more shit even.
About the upcoming Texas primary. He said, obviously, Cornyn wants his endorsement. He hasn't made a decision yet. He said all Republicans want his endorsement. He has endorsed over 400 Republicans, and he said all of his people win. We know that's not the case, but those are the president's words. He said they're not afraid to run against James Tallarico. They wanted to run against Crockett, but he thinks they're going to wipe out Tallarico. He called him a whack job. As it relates to Cuba and what we could do there, he said, wait and see, but there will be better days ahead for Cubans.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I somehow don't believe that at all, that there are better days ahead for Cubans. Because when Donald Trump says it's time to negotiate, that means he's going to fuck shit up even further. Okay? It's kind of how Big Dog operates, as we have seen so far. Big Dog claims things are going to get better. Things only get worse. It's an ominous threat. Yeah, when America says help is coming, just know it's time to run, okay? Well, you can't really run anywhere. It's an island, but you know what I mean.
I also gave the president the opportunity to sort of take back or revise his comments about dyslexia when going after California Governor Gavin Newsom, saying people with dyslexia are fine. He doesn't have a problem with learning disabilities, but they shouldn't be president of the United States. He didn't take any of that back. I asked him about the ball.
That's crazy. Donald Trump saying that is so funny because, like, it's obvious that you know, Donald Trump is not exactly mentally sound. That's funny. Dude, oh my God. Breaking news. The U.S. to temporarily lift sanctions on oil from Iran for 30 days. Dude. Are you fucking... Dude. 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 Step 1, bomb Iran. Step 2, Iran fights back spectacularly, showing the rest of the world that maybe America's a paper tiger. These guys have wanted sanctions relief for fucking decades. And now they finally have it. And what it took was for them to literally just blow up every American asset in the region. The lesson here is, yeah, you just got to fight back against America. If you want sanctions relief, you can't expect to get it through diplomacy. You have to make this was going to happen already. So it's just official. Will you be speaking with Jeremy Corbyn whilst you're both in Cuba? Yes. I have an interview with him tomorrow. We'll take the USS Boxer 30 days to get in theater with another MEU. Please harvest max. I don't understand the flotilla aspect of the aid mission. If you were in Cali yesterday, you couldn't have just been in a fleet of boats. You could have been in a fleet of boats. Dude, it's not just boats, man. If you looked at the website, it was boats, it was planes. Like, they're... It's so funny. My lessons from grade school are as valid in geopolitics as they were on the playground. Hit the bully and they'll eventually fuck off. Yeah. Can US and Israel stop winning now? Iran fires towards Dimona. Channel 12, Homefront Command is considering extending the warning time for launches from Lebanon. OFAC issues a general license authorizing the delivery and sale of crude oil and petroleum products of Iranian origin loaded on vessels. It is wait, why? Here. What's going on? Okay. It's fucking unbelievable, dude. Why does this microphone sound better than the one you're at home? I don't even start, dude. It took hours for us to basically put this thing together. Yeah, I'm glad that it sounds good, but it took a long ass time. And we accidentally arrived at this. Anyway. But yeah, the audacity of the US Embassy in Havana to import diesel fuel for his generators, calling the act shameless given the Trump administration's fuel blockade on the island, according to diplomatic cables reviewed by the Post. It's crazy to me. What was it? Fuck did you do? Oh, you sent yourself. Oh, that's what you took? The photos I took of you? That's so funny. This is probably just so they can seize existing oil from Iran, not because they want to cooperate. No. This is like, they can't even fucking take the tankers right now as it stands. They're literally allowing tankers to pass through, and Chinese flagged ships as well to pass through. They have to normalize the prices. We have an embassy in Cuba. Yeah, it's a fucking place to do siege, I guess. It's a fortress to conduct siege warfare out of. Iran says it has no surplus crude oil to offer to international markets after U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says Washington could lift sanctions on Iranian oil at sea. They're like, nah, we're good. We're going to keep selling at our pace, sir.
For you to reconsider the American bases in Spain, in Germany, after what they have done in the Strait of Hormuz.
Well, it deserves. He's right about asking that, and I think NATO's gone down a long way because they haven't. I mean, they should be helping with the Strait. They get much of their energy from the Strait of Hormuz, and if Lindsey Graham said that, and don't forget, he was a big NATO guy for a while, and now he's not. And a lot of senators in Congress, and they're very upset with the fact that NATO has done nothing. Well, look, we can have dialogue, but I don't want to do a ceasefire. You know, you don't do a ceasefire when you're literally obliterating the other side. They don't have a Navy. They don't have an Air Force. They don't have any equipment. They don't have any spotters. They don't have anti-aircraft. They don't have radar. And their leaders have all been killed at every level. We're not looking to do that.
Do you think Israel will be ready to end the war when they're ready?
I think so.
Mr. President.
The relationship's a very good one. I think so.
Mr. President.
We want more or less similar things. You know what we want? We want victory, both of us, and that's what we've got.
Mr. President, what's your plan for Carg Island, Mr. President? What's your plan for Carg
Well,
Island?
you know, I may have a plan or I may not, but how would I ever say that to a reporter? If I said that to a reporter, Marco would say, please, sir, let's bring you over to the helicopter immediately. Right? No, I can't tell you that.
Mr. President,
It's certainly a place that's people are talking about, but I can't say yeah.
Are you willing to have troops there now?
Epic during attack talks with Russia on Ukraine.
What about it?
Are the talks on back burner right now because of
No, we're talking about it. I think it'll get done.
When do you expect the next round of talks to take place?
They take place almost every day. We're making a lot of progress.
Mr. President, you said that the war was militarily won in Iran. What did you mean by that? You said the war was militarily won in Iran. What did you mean by that?
I think we won. We've knocked out their Navy, their Air Force. We've knocked out their anti-aircraft. We've knocked out everything. We're roaming free. From a military standpoint, all they're doing is clogging up the strait. But from a military standpoint, they're finished.
So how much longer should the American people expect this to go?
You said opening the Strait of Hormuz is a simple military maneuver.
Very simple.
Yeah, but what did you mean by that?
It's a simple military maneuver. It's relatively safe, but you need a lot of help in the sense of you need ships, you need volume. And NATO could help us, but they so far haven't had the courage to do so. And others could help us, but, you know, we don't use it. You know, at a certain point, it'll open itself at a certain point. But we've defeated the enemy, and they are an enemy. They're a sick group of people. The leadership is gone, the Navy is gone, the Air Force is gone, the anti-aircraft equipment that they have, the radar they have, it's all gone, everything's gone. The strait itself, the actual strait, how are you? The strait itself is, we're doing a good job, but it would be nice if the countries, including China, if the countries that use it, China uses it 90% of their energy. Japan is 95% of the energy. It would be nice if those countries would get involved. I thought she did a good job yesterday.
Mr. President, I wanted to ask you, Iran.
It would be nice if China did a lot of stuff you want. Huh, big boy? Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, he's not wrong. It would be nice if China did a lot of the stuff that Donald Trump wants. They just don't have any incentive to do so. Why the fuck would they do that? Yeah, why doesn't China and Japan get together and help the United States? True. Dude, why didn't I think of that? That's a brilliant idea. What is this? You're so stupid. Like, explain. Do you think Japan's president would try and get involved? Get involved and do what? They don't even have they barely have a functioning self-defense forces. Like what? Japan's constitution makes it illegal for Japan to have an army. Okay? What are they going to get involved with? What are they going to make animes about fucking Iran? Fuck are they going to do? Oh, dude, I'm going to get all my best mangakas on board with this. Once we make the fucking Iranian anime, once we make Iran the villain in this anime, in this upcoming anime, then you'll know. Then you'll know, dude. Japan, first of all, how are they going to make the anime? In fucking candlelight? They don't got no oil. Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz. Well, they got 200 days in their strategic reserves.
You have vowed strong action in the past. What message would you send?
Well, would be
Still working on that,
awfully
huh?
hard. I mean, I don't know if you can possibly get hit harder, but these are thugs and animals and horrible people. But you can't hit anybody harder than we've hit them. But I'm not surprised. They executed 3 young people for protesting.
And do you plan to escort those ships through the Strait of Hormuz with or without
We're
allies?
doing very well there. We're doing very well overall. We don't use the strait. The United States. We don't need it. Europe needs it. Korea, Japan, China, a lot of other people. So they'll have to get involved a little bit on that one.
Do you still want South Korea support the United States?
Now, what about it?
Do you still want South Korea support?
Well, I love South Korea. We have a great relationship with South Korea. We're helping South Korea a lot.
Yeah, the other day we helped them so hard by
Day 21 of the war.
hastily offloading their THAAD missile systems. That was dope. That was pretty cool. We would just because they were just they were just not using them anyway, right? Might as well take them off their hands. Lighten their burden, if you will. Their missile stockpile burden. It's too rough to have THAAD missiles on your soil. It's not. We love them so much. We were like, Israel would do a better job with these THAADs. Dumbasses at Fox have the same idea. Brian Kilmeade on Fox News talking about the Iran war. NATO is all of a sudden consolidating and saying we're on board. We have Japan saying, how can I help? Viewers might misunderstand and think Takaichi has agreed to send Japanese naval forces.
Journal. Yep. So, Brian, good to see you. Lying
I have a
as
great point, Journal. It's empty.
Yes.
I'm hoping to fill it up today.
But I have a question for you. The approval rating 100% among MAGA Trump.
Bro, JD Pandon gonna unite the Koreas, brother. One Korea. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I never thought I would see the day, bro. I swear to God. JD Pon, motherfucking Dom, baby. Put some respect on it. He is the great Maoist hero. Accelerating America's collapse, allowing American imperialism to take blow after blow. Unbelievable, dude. Jusha, rise up, Jusha.
Spurs.
20 days in, baby. 20 days in. I love how fucking stupid these guys are, though. They're like, yeah, they're the Japanese naval forces are going to come and help us out.
Yep. So, Brian, good to see you. Lying
I have a
as
great point, Journal. It's empty.
Yes.
I'm hoping to fill it up today.
But I have a question for you. The approval rating 100% among MAGA Trumpers. Isn't that kind of what Dana's saying in a way? Is that it's a sharp contrast, reality versus social media, where the loudest voices are the critics, but the numbers don't back up their intensity. So you have 4 bold-faced names saying that MAGA is running away, but the numbers say no, they're not.
I know, because you have people get booked on other networks or with podcasts who are saying this war is not Donald Trump. He lied to us. He betrayed us. And then you look at the polls, it's between 86, and I've never seen this, Harold. We just saw 100% polls. So you have an NBC poll with CNN's reporting, and still people are saying, I don't believe it. Okay, let's say it's 85%. So he's pretty secure in what he's doing. You know,
We can't have a country with these motherfuckers, man. It's just like, I don't know. Do we have an America to send them to? Is there a place that we can do the same thing to them? You know how like you know how the Cubans that were like, "Oh, I hate egalitarian principles. I'm out. I can't I can't participate in slave-like conditions. Like I can't have ownership over sugar plantations. I'm out of here. I'm going to America." Like, where do we send these motherfuckers to? Because America is the place we send them to, right? Historically. Argentina, maybe? Yeah, Nazi style. Just ship their asses. Ship MAGA to Argentina, bro. Let Javier Milei sort it out. Let Javier Milei sort it out. Yeah, banish them to Argentina. Obviously, Australia. I don't want to do that to Australia. I mean, they're cucks, but they don't deserve that. What? Honestly, I have to say I'm disappointed in the stream has turned into these days the constant attacks on Trump and Israel. It feels like only yesterday you'd have no problem readily admitting that it's long past the time for the top of the hour ad break. It's 4:53, man. Why are you doing that to me? There's a reason Brazil is better than Argentina. Yeah. There's many reasons for that. Let's be real. 6-minute early chatter, but I appreciate you. Literally alternative reality. They're saying most Trump supporters don't think Trump lied, even though he literally objectively lied. There's just a cult poll at that point. Who gives a fuck what they think? Excuse me, Trump would never lie. And if he did lie, it was for good reason. And he's incapable of lying because everything he says turns into truth. I love him. I was thinking about this. It's like there is obviously a very clear cult that's taken shape in American politics, right? And I've been thinking about this quite a bit where I'm like this kind of cultish attitude is necessary if you're going to build a popular base as well. You need loyal soldiers. Why can't they be a cult for communism? Just be cult-like in your religious fervor for implementing communism. Like, just think, come on. Think about it. I know you love MAGA right now, but there's an alternative out there. Just be a cultist for that instead. Fight guys like me. Tell me I'm fucking a revisionist. You know what I mean? Tell me I'm a revisionist. I've betrayed the Marxist orthodoxy, that kind of thing. Communist cults don't really have a great track record in America. They don't really have a great track record anywhere. That's for sure.
Why, Greg, back to your original point and Dana's, is that if you've been around and reading a paper since 1979, now we get it online, you've seen Iran be a problem. Donald Trump is not attacking Aruba or the Bahamas. He's attacking a belligerent nemesis of this country that spend the majority of their time.
We are the belligerent nemesis of most countries, by the way. If we were looking at this honestly, we would be considered the belligerent nemesis of all countries. We are dog shit to our allies in Europe. We keep constantly throwing them under the bus. We are horrifyingly bad at long-standing security contracts on oil-rich nations that have given us trillions of dollars. As we've seen for the past 20 days, they're getting fucking pummeled. Okay? We are not even good at maintaining a defensive posture for our ally states that we have designed. Our ally states that we have designed as a necessary first line of defense against our foreign adversaries, whether it be Soviet Russia at the time, or whether it be China, right? We're fucking horrible. And we just constantly blow shit up. We have an endless, unlimited appetite for blowing things up and starving people. I'm literally at the epicenter of one of those problems right now. I'm in Havana, Cuba right now. We're fucking blowing shit up, blowing up schools and hospitals in Iran. And we're also simultaneously stopping other countries from delivering necessary resources like fuel to this country. Like, American cruelty is so endless that we can do that on a bad day. Like, we're not even thinking about it, right? The evil is on autopilot. It's crazy. And yes, this has always been the case. Obviously, this is not just Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not Donald Trump is just the maximalist conclusion of American empire, American imperialism, this evil force that we are around the planet, this malignant, unstoppable, unaccountable force that kills with impunity. And it's crazy because nowadays, we don't even design an argument about why this is good. No, the lighting is fine. Oh, okay. Nowadays, I feel like I look like a cult leader with this frame. It's like, nowadays, we don't even try to justify it. We don't even try to justify it all that hard to the cattle in the United States of America. And we don't even try to present an argument as to how this will be good for the American working class. We don't even do it. We just look at you like this. Don't you think this would be good, though? It's unbelievable. Why are your palms covered in Cheeto dust? Are they? I don't know. You're preparing us for the Cumtown massacre? Why do you still have the flashlight on? Oh, really? Okay. Hell yeah. Wait, hold on 1 second. I got to mute it apparently. I have production notes again. Wait, hold on. I haven't muted yet.
Attacking us. Now, think about what's happened over the last few days. NATO is all of a sudden consolidating and saying, we're on board. We have Japan saying, how can I help? We have the Arab nations saying, cripple them, finish the job. And on top of that, we now have a situation where we are killing the most high-profile leaders of a country. And now, by all reports, Scott Bessent aside, they are running for the hills, afraid to go outside. So don't tell me you have second and third degrees on the depth chart. You lost your A team, you lost your B team, your C team's running for their lives, and you're hearing about massive defense.
Dude, why do anything at all? Why do anything at all? We can just, like, the MAGA cult is so crazy that you could just design an entirely alternative reality, as they have done so far. You didn't even need to bomb Iran. You could have just been like, we're bombing Iran and they're fucking shaking in their boots right now. And 20 to 30 million Americans would be like, hell yeah, that's true. Did you hear? We've been destroying Iran. It's been fucking awesome. Like, you don't even have to. Are you insecure about Orthodox Marxists? Why do you slander them? Have you ever read Lenin? He was an Orthodox Marxist, Lamau. What are you talking about, man? I was making a joke, you fucking dingus. Brother. Oh, brother. That's crazy. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is we didn't need to do this at all. We could have just been like, the Strait of Hormuz is open.